Hello, all of you. Welcome to the fourth class for journal entry. Actually, 3 classes it is over, but we need to just look everything into sequence now because we did left and right. Okay, let me recollect and tell you. The very first class I have taught you what are the modern rules and the traditional rules, and how can you pass a journal entry with beautiful in-depth interpretation. At inter level, so many chapters you are expected to write journal entries. Okay. So what is the transaction? Read it. What are the accounts involved? Decide. Third, what is the nature of the account? Is it real, nominal, personal? Fourth, if it is real, what is the rule? If it is personal, what is the rule? And then you record the journal entry. This was the first class. In the second class, I taught you accounting equation. Actually, accounting equation is given first in all your materials, but I feel to interpret accounting equation, what is the change in the liability and asset, you need that, the effect of journal entry in your mind, right? So now what we have learned is how to make accounting equation. Yesterday, we have practiced advanced level of journal entries. In that one type of journal entry we have passed, I missed telling you the name I want to say now, that is compound entry. Now, what is compound entry? When you pass 2-3 entries together in single entry. You can write separate journal entry, that's not a problem, but this is a system. For example, yesterday one of the problem, salary paid, rent paid, wages paid to bank. So 3 of the expenses debit and money is going out of the bank. We did it together. Arijit paid 9,500 in full and final settlement, again 10,000. So 9,500 we received in bank and Arijit we credited full, remaining we allowed him discount. We did all this in a single entry. This kind of journal entries are called as compound entry. Important for your true and false also. Okay. And one problem I gave as homework, illustration number 6. I want to check that. So what I am doing now, I want to share everything from the beginning for this chapter, journal entry, and see to it whether you are perfect or not in this. If you need any help, tell me. Yeah, check. This is the accounting equation. Just 2 seconds. Huh? Yeah, this is the accounting equation. We have seen thoroughly. This is the solved problem also, what we have done. Problem number 1, 2, and 3 I solved in class. What are the types of the account? Any single student in the class is having a doubt, ask please. What are the types of the accounts? Personal account, real account, nominal account. The concept of debit and credit. Yes. Fourth question was practice. We can skip. We have seen golden rules. And fifth and sixth problem, we have done 3 in 1. We have recorded journal entries with the traditional approach, with the modern approach, and then we made the equation also. So I hope it is clear. Seventh problem, I want to check the answer now because this is asked. They said classify the accounts. I really appreciate all of you. You are sending all the homeworks in the group. Wonderful. And you're writing the notes very well. Really appreciate it. That motivates a teacher to give more and more. When I teach, I want to go to your level and teach. But then I want to give you that step up, and that vision that how you have to overtake in these professional exams. So, show the classification of the following accounts. Now, building. Okay. So, building, which type of the account it is in the traditional and modern. So building in the traditional, it is called as a real account. It's an asset. And in the modern, it's asset. In modern approach, it's an asset. What is the nature of building as an asset? Debit. More debit, like that. Okay, just 1 second. So I hope you are checking it. Is this way it is okay, or you want me to write in notebook and show you? It will take 5-10 minutes. No, seventh problem is go. I think you all have already written, but the last problem yesterday what we did. Problem number 7 I'm doing right now. Title of the account, traditional approach, and accounting equation. All right, chalo. Let us start now. The first one, building. Building in the traditional approach is a real account. It's an asset. And in modern accounting equation approach or modern approach, it's an asset. It's an asset. Purchases. Purchases in traditional, it's a real, it deals with stock. And purchases in the accounting equation approach, the purchases is again an asset. That's why purchase is debited because stock is coming in. Sales. Sales is a real account related to stock, or sometimes it's also taken as income or revenue or income related to sales. That's why we add into the capital. Bank FD. Bank FD is personal. Your bank saving account, FD account are personal. So debit the receiver, credit the giver. And in modern approach, you write it on the asset side, no? Furniture, bank, cash, bank FD, this all you write it on the asset side. If you feel I'm going fast, not following, ask me. Next is rent. Rent is nominal. It's an expense. Debit all expenses. Same here. Expenses minus from the capital, profit plus from the capital. You remember? Accounting equation. Rent outstanding is a liability. So it's a personal account. You know, rent outstanding, to be very precise, we can call it representative personal account. And I have to pay rent to Mr. Ghanshyam. But instead of writing his name, I am writing rent to outstanding rent. Is it a personal account? Yes, right. And in modern approach, it's a liability. With your creditors and all, you will create a liability. Cash is a real account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. And in equation approach, it's an asset. You remember cash, bank, all subsidiary columns I have made. Adjusted purchase. First, you all tell me what is the meaning of adjusted purchase. It means purchase minus purchase return. Write down. Those who have done this sum from home, put tick like this. Enjoy. You all are building genuine confidence. And if one of it is also coming wrong, put me a message. I should know where you all didn't follow. Okay? Right. So adjusted purchase. Adjusted purchase, what we will take? We will take it as expense and transfer it to the P&L account. Here also it is taken as expense. Closing stock. Closing stock तो बिल्कुल आपका inventory है. So closing stock is a real account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. And in equation it comes on the asset side. Furniture, cash, bank, stock, like that. Closing stock. Investment. It is real. And it is asset. Next. Trade receivables are your debtors. They are like personal, debit the receiver. That's why when you sell the goods to your debtors, debtors debit to sales, because debtors is a party. personal account, debit the receiver, trade receivable, and it is asset. Then GST, sale tax लिखा है, now sale tax is GST payable. GST payable is also personal. You are liable to pay to government, and here it is a liability. You write it on the liability side equation. Discount allowed is an expense. Here also you can take it as expense. So minus from the capital. Profit is plus in the capital. Discount allowed. I am writing DA because I am explaining and writing quickly. If you have any doubt, ask me. Bad debts. Expense account. Bad debt is expense account. Here also it is expense. Capital, proprietor's personal account. Capital is personal account of the proprietor. Okay. Capital, personal, and here capital. You got it or not? Why personal? Because it's like a person who has invested money. Drawings. Drawings is also treated as personal here. And here drawings is treated as a part of the capital. Capital में से minus करते हैं drawings. Interest receivable. Interest receivable is personal. जैसे outstanding expense is liability, interest receivable is actually asset. It's a current asset. Asset. You can say current asset. You have to receive interest from Mr. Suleiman. So it's a personal. Here we call it as personal. Here we call it as asset. Are you getting confused? Then you write it down with me, interpret at home, and again ask me doubts tomorrow. We have finished with the journal entry. Today's topic is directly from unit 1. I'm going to go to unit 3, I think. That is subsidiary books, because that's also journal entry. जब सब हो जाएगा ना unit 4, then I will go to the ledger. I hope you're getting what I'm saying is after unit 1, the journal entries in your book, it is ledger and trial balance, and then subsidiary books and cash book. I will take up subsidiary books today, cash book tomorrow, like that, and then we will continue. Chalo, next. Rent is received in advance. Do you know any income which is received in advance is a liability? See, look at this flow chart, what I am drawing here. I'll draw it little up, and if you can write it later, 4-5 lines छोड़ के. Income है. Either you credit it as income, and if it is advance, then you credit it as liability. I hope you are getting. If I take fees from you for this month's coaching, it is my routine income. If you pay coming 5 months, I will credit, but it's not my income. It is income received in advance. So rent received in advance is a liability, and it is very well personal. Prepaid salary. Prepaid salary. You know, it's like paid in advance. Again, it is personal to whoever you have paid, and here it is asset. It's a part of current asset. Prepaid expense, prepaid insurance. You have paid in advance the expense of 23, 24, 25, 2025. So it's an asset for you. Bad debts recovered. Bad debts recovered. Is bad debts recovered an income for all of you? Because this is a new item. Mark it very important. Bad debt is your expense. So bad debt recovered is your income. Okay, that's why you take it as nominal. Debit all expense, credit all incomes and gains. And here also you take it as income and in bracket line down plus capital. Bad debt recovered. Then we have depreciation. Depreciation is nominal, debit all expenses. So debit it. And here it is expense minus from the capital. Now when you make equation, if you have charged depreciation. Personal income tax. Oh, not on your business income. Nice this is. You are paying income tax on your personal income. It's like your drawings, paying your son's school fees, paying your parents' hospital bills and all from the firm. So it's like a drawings. So drawings and drawings comes under which account? Personal account. Here also you take it as drawings and drawings are taken as minus from the capital. How is all this interpretation? Are you able to unmute? Check once. If not, put me a message. Check please. 2 minutes time is given for you to check all the journal entries. If you have any doubt, ask me. I'm here only. Okay. So it's my, experience of the paper corrections, class test paper corrections. We are not allowed to correct the final papers. Listen, dear students. When it is coming to this topic, I have seen lot of good confidence in students for journal entries. But now, if you have studied properly, have a grip on these kind of questions. Out of 10, 2 students are not ready for this. Ma'am, kabhi-kabhi kya hota hai? We do advance, we are not ready to do the basics. And second thing is the first one, that is accounting equation. That also you check it perfectly. Okay, right. So that's all for this topic. Thank you so much. I'm closing this for once and then we will start with, I want everyone, either you're watching this as a video or you're attending it live. Once you finish with unit 1 journal entries, don't go to ledger and trial balance. There are subsidiary books, unit 4, where we pass journal entries. Double, triple column cash book. Cash book in itself is like journal. So finish that and then come back to ledgers. You will be very clear. Okay? Right. Thank you so much.